Get ready. It's about to be a movie, y'all. Gervonta Tank Davis. He basically announces his next fight to take place in Houston. In this video, I'm going to break down everything, let you know what's going on, and we're going to have a good time. My name is Ego. I've been covering boxing over 10 years, the best in the business, and it's not even close. Let me pull it up for you guys so you guys get a real good picture of what is going on. So it's already getting chippy. I made this graphic, beef. The beef has already begun to cook, right? Lamont Roach, he's been putting on social media, he feels basically disrespected. Because if you look online, there's a lot of people who they're counting him out, in a nasty way, like basically saying he's trash, saying that against Tank, he really has no choice, no chance but to just get blasted. And he feels the type of way. So he's taking to social media and he said, Houston, we got a mother effing problem. Hashtag the Reaper. So clearly he's confident. He believes in himself and believes that he has Tank's number and he's going to try to prove people wrong, right? He also, I didn't include this, but I seen a tweet from him and he said a lot of y'all got me effed up because people are saying he's a bum and cherry pick because he's linked with such a big name like Gervonta Davis. So the haters finna pop out, which we already knew, and I'll talk about more in the back half of this video. Tank seen this, and then he put fingernails being painted. I don't know exactly what that means, but I don't know. Maybe he thinks it's sweet, or he's just waiting. I don't know. Tank Davis also posted this on his social media, and it has the wink emoji with a tornado, like basically, I don't know, a storm's coming. And he had posted this. It says December, Houston, hashtag the one, hashtag long live baby Frank. And it's from his last fight where he knocked out Frank Martin viciously in Vegas. Leonard Ellerby also posted this. He says, the most exciting fighter in the world returns on the 14th of December. So it's pretty well, it hasn't been formally announced from like PBC, but you're hearing it from Tank and also Leonard Ellerby. And I told you, for me, I wasn't going to listen unless it was coming from that side, because there's so much cap. There was a lot of people who were lying and saying, oh, Tank's going to fight this guy, and it was just a bunch of guesses. I remember there's like content creators and people who were speculate. I told you that's not really my style. I'm here to do an elite job. I'm elite Ego. There's a lot of watered down, washed up content that you can find in boxing on the internet, point blank period. Bad leads, bad sources, bad information, or maybe people are just making it up. I don't know. Low quality audio, low quality visuals. You see Boxing Ego, we get it cracking. I give you different looks and reliable, most importantly, reliable and accurate information and intel. So I think that's what the game is missing. There was a lot of people who speculated and they suggested that Tank was fighting El Rayo, and they started complaining about Tank fighting Rayo, and he's not even fighting Rayo. And we find out he's fighting someone else. They're complaining about that too. Before that, people said Tank doesn't want to fight black fighters. This will be his second black fighter in a row. And a guy, albeit a lighter division, he'd be moving up, but he's still a champion and a quality fighter, right? And he knows Tank from the amateurs. So I'm looking forward to it. At this point, Tank's fights are events and movies. And that's what happens when you're the youngest in charge. People find a way to hate. Like, it's so funny because you can see the usual suspects. People keep talking about Tank. Don't cover the fight then. Don't make videos on your YouTubes and TikToks and Instagram. Don't make no post. Don't cover it. Leave it to me and Ellie Seckbeck to cover Gervonta Davis. How about that? But I promise you they won't do that. I promise you. You know it. You know at the end of the day what I'm saying is true, because at the end of the day, people, they want to talk about it, and they want to talk about Tank Davis because they know that to talk about Tank Davis, you're going to get some clicks. So people will keep him in the news cycle, but at the same time, they're telling you Tank ain't this, Tank ain't that, Tank is not a star, Tank should fight this person, Tank's resume needs to be this and that. He don't need to do anything because he got the whole world paying attention to every move he makes, no matter what. So it is what it is. I'm looking forward to it. The people who don't like it, don't cover it. Don't watch it. Don't talk about it. But you know they can't stay away, which proves my point that Tank is that dude. So I'm looking forward to the fight. I respect Lamont Roach for taking the fight. We all know that Lamont Roach was not the initial intended op for Tank, but at the end of the day, he's the guy that stepped up. And it's to close the end of the year type of fight, right? So I have no problems with it. It's funny when it comes to other fighters. Like, remember when Beterbiev, he got injured and Bivol decided to fight on that Wilder Zane card, and he fought against some random unheard of Zincon dude that looked like Locksmith. Nobody had a problem with that. Nobody at all had a problem with that. They say, oh, it's not Bivol's fault. Beterbiev was injured. Well, how is it Tank's fault that Shakur's injured? He's already has his next fight. From what he's saying, he already has his next fight kind of lined up if William Zepeda beats Tevin Farmer, and he's in a 2-fight deal with Eddie Hearn. So how are we blaming Tank, right? Or you look at guys like Naoya Inoue. People have him very high on the pound-for-pound list, and he's fighting Paul Butlers and TJ Doohickey and guys like that, and nobody seems to have a problem with that. Canelo's pulling guys up like Jermell Charlo and Edgar Berlanga, right? A champion. Jermell Charlo is a respected champion, but that's 2 divisions, not just the division underneath, which is what Tank is doing. And again, this is not Tank's first option, right? Nobody said nothing to Canelo Alvarez. They didn't care. Nobody had a problem when Canelo Alvarez is fighting a 14-pound lighter Jermell Charlo or Berlanga, who hadn't really done anything. But when it comes to Tank, again, when you're popping, you're going to have the haters. People are always going to find that, like the Ryan Garcia win. Oh, no, Ryan was drained and stuff. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. You signed up for it. You got what you was looking for. Ryan got worked in the fight. Tank dropped him. End of story. Devin Haney couldn't do it. He got in there with the worst drunken Ryan, and at the end of the day, it looked different. Shout out to Houston. Let me know what you guys think. Rest in peace to Pimp C, a real one. You know, they don't make them like Pimp C no more. So I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be a movie. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Best in the business. And it's not even close.